What's up, guys? We're back here for Die 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 issue 5. So in this one, we have more people die. We have a fight that occurs that we don't see, and many other elements. You want to talk about exactly what happens?
Yeah, so, we get to see more of Bethany and Theodore, which, if you guys don't know, I believe
Conspiracy guy.
Yeah, Conspiracy Guy and Badass Chick. I believe they were in issue 3, and so we get a little bit more emphasis on them, but then we get to see mainly, the ambush of John, which is dealt hilariously, and then we get to see, for the life of me, I forgot the actual name of the Ebro, but for the sake of thing, Ebro, yeah, we get to see that he actually sets up and, frames.
We do get a cameo from our favorite president.
We do.
And he may be in danger.
Yeah.
What is old man's name?
Barnaby.
The
most classic.
That is a classic name.
So, yeah, and you get to see basically, him being more of a mastermind and a little bit more insight on what his goal is. I would say, more or less this program of, super spies that can make people Sesame Street their pants. He doesn't want any of that, so he's trying to get rid of them.
It is Sesame Street. You're right.
Yeah. So it's like, let's see here. The team that, I guess we get confirmation as well that the team, Bethany and Theodore, their, handler or boss, they are just like a separate division of the same program. And, that's why Barnaby's targeting them.
Specifically to can't say that word, humiliate the program in order to basically cut off their funding and eventually take them over / destroy them.
Yeah.
So we got kind of a main plot thread is what's going to happen in the future.
So, what was some of your favorite moments about this?
So you have the fight scene that we don't see. I think that's done comedically pretty well. You have Ebro versus the couple. It's not really that suspenseful because you kind of know what's happening. Yeah. And he doesn't even kill them.
To be honest, I thought that was probably the least anticlimactic part of the issue. And maybe one that I didn't really enjoy that much because, one, it's like, oh, he's supposed to be presumably, the main antagonist, and he's not really overwhelming force. John seems like much more capable assassin, or just
which makes sense because he's older.
Yeah, and he's kind of like subtly hinted as number one. So again, kind of makes sense. But it just seems like there's no really force for him to really get once John figures out things.
Well, what's interesting is Ebro is supposed to be, well, at least maybe less strong than the bro that he killed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. And we still have Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Which I'm so glad he didn't die. But you do get a hilarious scene of him being like, "Violence is always the answer."
Which in this series it pretty much is. And then you acknowledge that both of the antagonist and the main lady are either senators or congressmen. I think senators.
Yeah, I think that's like their day job. But then they run this program in the under hours or
and pretty much supposedly they're stronger than the president. So that's great. Great for democracy, am I right?
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty much all that happens in the.
I guess the only thing we get that we didn't mention was John, after he deals with the ambush, he goes back and goes to the people that makes the most sense for him of people who sent after that, which is confronting Connie and Nate. And that issue is not really resolved by the end of this issue.
Also, guys, if you want to kill assassins, just drone strike them. It's not that hard.
It's true. Just have the intercom speakers on the jet just say Sesame Street commands, so they can't
that's
move around.
How are you going to defeat it? Do you have to get him back with like a Dora quote? Dora. And then,
That'd be great. I think John is immune to that just because he
doesn't watch TV.
He doesn't watch TV or spend time with people.
Remember that, guys. Don't watch TV.
Yeah, it
rots your brain and
your pants too.
Yeah.
But that's basically all we got. What do you think of the series so far? You think it's keeping a good pace?
I don't like this series as much as you do. It is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's like one of those series that doesn't have... It's not really structured. It doesn't have a central story, I would say. It's more... it does have a story that it's, building more on, but it doesn't really take its story as the main thing. It's mainly just, the action and focusing on, like, the characters'
good
dynamics.
Moments. Yeah.
It does have good moments. I think it's one of those that's, like... It's the comic version of a movie that, like... you may not have like the most sense. It doesn't make the most sense, but it's really enjoyable and outlandishly fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. It's more of the same. If you like this series, you're in for more of the same.
Yeah.
With this issue, you have certain development of characters, but for the most part, the relationships haven't fundamentally changed, and we really don't know, besides this bad guy, if there is anyone else in the world that can oppose Connie.
It's very true.
I mean, she's kind of bad too. She's like slightly better.
Just wait for Jennifer to get out. She'll be another protagonist.
Yeah, she's cool.
We don't get to see her at all. I guess she's just still tied up at the moment. But I'm not sure that's going to last very long, because she seems very capable.
Well, besides that, I mean, that's pretty much all that happened in the episode and the issue, and, we'll see you guys, next month for the next one?
Very true, because so far, that one is continually due month by month. For the people that had been watching the Realm videos, just a quick note that, at least from what I've found, they're not going to have an issue release until 2019, so, if you're wondering where that is, it's just...
We're wondering, too.
Yeah, and we're hoping that series will have something to talk about, because right now, this series and that series has about the same amount of information to go over each issue. But I guess that'll conclude for this month. We'll be back for some more, different comic stuff, as well as some more light novel things as we're doing our episode-by-episode reviews. So if you want to check any of that, the links are in the description, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, Addicts.
Later, Addicts.
Boom.